we're talking about establishing a morning routine as a new mom who's still trying to figure it out. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Yaritza and I am a new mom of a 7-month-old baby boy. Which, by the way, when do I stop calling myself a new mom? Is it when he's a year old? Is it now? Am I still considered a new mom or first time mom? I don't know. I'm really curious. Just let me know in the comments. Okay, I came into the kitchen because I'm trying to get as far away as possible from my bedroom because the baby is currently sleeping in there, so I can get through this video hopefully before he wakes up. First, I want to make a huge disclaimer, which basically is that I know everyone's postpartum journey is completely different. Whether you have support, you don't have support, you live close to family who's involved or not, whether you're breastfeeding, formula feeding, exclusively pumping, whatever your case may be, you have a supportive partner or not, your journey is different. So what is that saying? Like, we're all in the same storm, but we have different boats. So this applies. So take what I say with a grain of salt. I hope that by watching my video, you gain some new insight, inspiration, or a new perspective. So let's get into it. So like I mentioned before, my baby is 7 months, so I am 7 months postpartum currently, and I feel like I've given myself enough grace to be in that postpartum period, take it slow, not put a lot of pressure on myself to have everything figured out, because being in this new role as a mother is a learning experience. Every day is different and whatnot, but I have been really trying to get back into the swing of things, so to speak, meaning I want to start working out, I want to get my mindset right, like I want to bring in a significant income contribution to my household. So those are my goals, right? So everyone has their different goals, but those are mine, and that's what I want to do. Aside from being a good mom, I want to be making a full-time income, basically. So for that, I've been struggling a lot with the fact that I, one, live 3,000 miles away from my family, so I spend a lot of alone time here in this house. I've also dealt with a lot of postpartum anxiety, so going out in public with my baby who was feeding constantly around the clock a lot. Breastfeeding in public was not something that I was comfortable with. Driving with him in the car was not something that I was comfortable with. So leaving this house with my baby was really hard for me. So that's kind of adds to me feeling alone and feeling like I don't have anywhere to go. I'm stuck in this house and whatnot. Now at 7 months postpartum, I don't do it often, but I do feel more comfortable driving. I've met up with a couple of friends. I go to the park, I go on walks. I have gone to the store before a couple of times, not a lot, but it's something that I'm becoming more and more comfortable with. So my morning routine, I have always been a morning person, so waking up early actually makes me happy. I remember when I was still living with my parents, I would wake up before anyone else in my house so I can work out, do all the things that I wanted to do, have quiet time and before going to work or before going to school. So that has always been me, so that's kind of like what I'm trying to get back to now. And I want to say, yes, I'm not going to be the same person that I was once before. I am going to be a better version of myself. That's the way that I look at it. I'm trying to elevate myself so I can be a better mom to my son. That's just like the way that I look at it. If I take care of me, then I am at 100, and I can take better care of my son and be more present for my husband and my family. That's the way I look at it. So 2 weeks ago, I had an appointment and I had to wake up at 6 in the morning to be there at 8. So I can like just eat breakfast, shower before I had to get the baby ready so we can leave the house. And so that same day I had a realization. We keep the appointments that we have with other people. Like if I'm gonna meet up with someone, we show up on time. We don't cancel on people. Well, there's a lot of flaky people in this world, right? But that's besides the point. We show up for people. We show up for work when we have to be there, right? But we don't show up for ourselves. If we want to work out, if we want to eat healthy, if we want to do the things that we want to do, we are more inclined to be like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, I'll start next week or next year, or like whatever the case may be, right? Okay, I missed today, I'll do it tomorrow. It's not a big deal. But that day I realized, okay, I need to start waking up early because it's really what makes me happy. So I was like, okay, I woke up at 6, baby was still sleeping. It was all good. I was like, why don't I make this my morning routine? So that was on a Monday. So the next day I said I was gonna wake up at the same time again, and I did. I woke up at 6 on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Friday that week between 6 and 7, depends, because sometimes my baby would wake up and I would have to nurse him back to sleep. So I would wake up at 6:15, 6:30, anywhere around that time frame. I would get up, come to the kitchen, I would journal, I would read, I would look at my planner, and I would get ready to work out. So it's been 2 weeks since I started my 6 a.m. morning routine, and I have been happier because I'm able to do the things that I've been wanting to do that are difficult to do once the baby is up for the day. And I do have to stay flexible because sometimes the baby does not take his morning nap, or he takes a 2-hour nap, which is great, or sometimes he takes a 30-minute nap or a 15-minute nap. Some days he's more fussy than others. So if I wake up earlier than him and I get to accomplish these things, then I can be more present with him. I don't have to keep thinking in the back of my head, okay, when like I'm just waiting for him to like settle down so I can work out. I'm just waiting for him to take his nap so I can work out and then shower. Like I was taking my first shower at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and that really does not make me happy. Like I want to wake up, work out, do my morning routine, take a shower, and then be ready for the day and be present with him. And that is what has been happening, and it feels so good. Okay, my battery is dying. I have to change the battery. Hold on. Okay, let me just sit here for a little bit. So I wanted to share the tools that I have been using that have been helping me make this 6 a.m. morning routine happen. One thing is my caffeine source. So when I was waking up, I was getting into the bad habit of drinking an energy drink, which is so bad. You shouldn't be drinking those like every single day, right? Once in a while, it's okay. You need the extra caffeine. So anyway, I switched my caffeine intake. I've never been a coffee drinker, so I don't drink coffee, but I tried matcha for the first time last month, and I really like it. And I've noticed that it has given me a lot more energy lately. Like I drink my matcha in the morning and I have enough energy for the rest of the day. So your caffeine intake, that's one thing that has been helpful is matcha. I've heard that it also has a lot of benefits. You can look it up as well if you're interested. I really like it, and I make it at home. The other thing that has been really helpful is 5-minute journal. So I used to journal. I'm a journaler, right? But I would journal like 2-3 pages at a time. So I would take like 30 minutes to journal. And I knew that as a new mom, I was not gonna have the time to do that. So I have the 5-minute journal. It's a quick, what are you grateful for? What would make today great? And they give you an affirmation and you write down your own affirmation. So I really am enjoying the 5-minute journal for this stage of my life. And then I also reading. I've always been a reader as well. So getting back to reading a book that's not about motherhood has been really helpful. And the book that I'm currently reading is Atomic Habits. I have read it in the past, and I figured since I need to create new habits as a new mom that I should read it again. And I don't have a lot of time to read, but I've been reading 1 to 2 pages at a time, and it has been really helpful. I'm still, I think, only on chapter 2, but the book is really good. If you haven't read it, it talks about shifting your mindset to break your bad habits and to create better ones for yourself. So I really do highly recommend it. All these things that I am recommending, I am going to link in the description below, so please check that out for all the links. The other thing that I've been using a lot is my 2024 planner. I love looking at the things that I have going on, the things that I want to accomplish, just write it down, make a list of my to-dos for the day, for my YouTube channel, for my baby, for myself, for my husband, for my family. You get the idea, right? Like having everything written down gives me a better overview of what's going on for the month, the week, and all that stuff, and where I can fit in my content creation, basically. So that is also really helpful, just to like look at it in the morning, throughout the day, or at night to write down what I'm going to do the next day. What else? My baby is waking up, and I think I shared everything that I wanted to share, but I hope this video is helpful. Let me know, what do you do for yourself in the mornings or at evening? Oh, that's the other thing that I wanted to say, right? If you're not a morning person, because like I said, I've always been a morning person, but if you are a night owl, if you can get your baby to go to sleep, let's say like 8 o'clock, you put him to bed, he stays in bed, then you can have your nighttime routine. If that's what you prefer. You can have from 8 to 10 to write, to do your skincare, to do meditation, to work out if you like to work out at night. It's really up to you. It's being flexible with the time that you have and knowing yourself. I'm a morning person, you might not be, and so from 8 to 10 might be your routine where you get to take care of yourself. It's all up to you. It's all being flexible. Every day doesn't look the same for me. The baby does his own thing and what he wants to do. If he sleeps for 30 minutes, 2 hours, I don't know. Every day is different. That is it. I'm gonna go get him. I love you guys. Stay safe. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you in another video. Bye.